Hi everybody, my name is Mae Respicio. Thank you so much to Penn for inviting me to join you all on your Next Gen Penn World Voices series. And thank you to you at home. I'm very grateful that you are here and that we can spend a little bit of time together. So I am a middle grade author and my books are The House That Lou Built. This one is all about a 12-year-old girl who has a big dream of building a tiny house. And then my latest book, this one is called Any Day With You, and it recently came out. This one is all about a 12-year-old girl named Kaya, and Kaya and her friends make a movie that is all about the Filipino folklore that she's grown up hearing, so about Filipino creatures and mythical creatures, and they enter their movie into a big contest, thinking that if they win the contest, it's what's going to stop her beloved great-grandpa from moving all the way to the Philippines. So that's what this book is about. And you know what? I know you've probably been watching videos of a lot of wonderful writers talking about their writing inspiration and their books and reading from their works. So I thought we would do a little bit of all of that. And the thing I wanted to share with you today is descriptive writing. So to me, descriptive writing is writing that just leaps off the page and it pulls you right in, pulls you right into a character's world and her head and into the world of a book. And oftentimes that is accomplished because there is a nice balance in the writing of physical description, so describing what you see and what the characters are doing, but also with a little bit of sensory detail thrown in. So descriptive sensory details. So those are details around sight and sound and smell, taste and touch. All those things that help you feel a little bit of emotion as you are reading a book. So what we will do is I'm going to read a few pages from Any Day With You, and then we're going to do a very quick writing exercise that involves candy. So hopefully your parents are okay with that. I eat candy sometimes when I'm writing, so I thought that would be perfect. So let me read just a quick page or page and a half from Any Day With You, and we're just going to start from the beginning, from chapter 1, and then let's talk about our writing exercise. Okay, Any Day With You, chapter 1. I know the ocean first by smell, then by sight. It's how my family always does it. Sunlight floods our car as we wind up the Pacific Coast Highway. Once we near the beach, Dad rolls down the windows and says, "Everyone breathe it all in." My big sister, Lainey, snorts loudly the way she does whenever Dad says that, and we crack up. I close my eyes and inhale softly. It smells like morning and seaweed. That's when I spot it, miles and miles of glittering water. We pull into a small parking lot. Mom, Dad, and Lainey unload our gear while I help my little brother Toby out of his car seat. Then a short walk down a rickety wooden staircase. As soon as we touch bottom, I kick off my flip-flops and we pad along, the sand soft and warm under my feet. We plonk down our things. "Ah, perfect," Mom says, shaking out a blanket that floats in midair. Toby grabs his shovel and starts digging. Lainey and Dad yank surfboards out of their long cozies, and I do what I always do, trace a heart and plant myself in the center of it. Around us, the beach is already packed with colorful umbrellas, kids building castles, and surfers bobbing in the distance. Waves lap in gently. Okay, I'm just going to stop right there. So already you're getting a little sense of Kaya's world. The beach is a large part of her world, and there were already a few little sensory details thrown in around what she's smelling with the seaweed and the air, and how the sand feels soft and warm as she's padding along looking for a spot with her family. So let's do a little quick quick exercise in descriptive writing. So here's what you need to do is find a piece of candy. I'm using chocolate because I love chocolate. If you have Pop Rocks, that is a great one to do this with, or it doesn't even have to be candy. It can just be any sort of snack, something that you want to munch on right now. So here's what you have to do. This part is really easy. You just open up your candy and then pop a piece and eat it. So what I want you to do as you're doing that is to really make note and observe all of the details around your senses. So again, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. So as you're opening up the candy wrapper, what does it sound like? Is it crackling? Are you eating a piece of chocolate? What does that feel like? Is it smooth as it melts on your tongue? If you're eating Pop Rocks, sometimes those things really crackle and sizzle and you can hear them, and it makes you feel suddenly excited and a little happy to have this weird candy that you're eating. So make a note of all of those things and just write them down until you can't observe anything else. If it would help you, sometimes I do this, just set a timer for maybe like a minute or 2 minutes, and the goal with that is to take your pen or your pencil and don't let it stop. Just keep writing and writing and writing until your timer goes off, and then see what you have at the end. And that is the best way to practice descriptive writing, is just by doing it. I do this sometimes if I'm trying to get into my character's head, or if I'm trying to figure out the setting. I will just take my pen or my pencil and I'll just keep writing, and I'll try to really be conscious of the sensory details that I'm using to write the scene. So that's it. And then when you have that, you can expand on it, or you can just be a little bit inspired. So thank you so much for joining me, and again to Penn for having me. I wish you happy reading, and I hope you are safe and well. And that's it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.